Yo, what's up, all my STA familia? It's your boy Joey Makes, aka Jody Joe, the Superfly CEO, representing Sweet Tooth Academy. Listen, everybody has a sweet tooth. No matter what you into, everybody has a sweet tooth. A sweet tooth is just a metaphor for a craving or a passion. You want something so bad you can taste it. It doesn't matter if you're into exercising, you're into being a mechanic, or you just into teaching people. You got a sweet tooth for that. You got a craving for that. So shout out to all my Academy achievers. That's for all the people that believe in themselves without a shadow of a doubt that they can get to the next level despite the trials and tribulations they've been through, despite the situations, despite a bad early start off in the year or early start off in your video. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to thread a sewing machine and how to sew a straight line. This is beginner level 1, right? So if you're starting sewing, this is going to help you out a lot because a lot of people ask me, man, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to start. First thing you got to be able to do is thread a machine, and that's going to get you to your next thing. And working on a straight line is just going to come with practice, but I'm going to teach you a tactic that can help you get through it, you know? Now, before we move on, I want to show you guys an item that I worked on for one of my customers. His name is Enoch. That's my brother. That's my bro. Shout out to bro right here, man. Let me go ahead and get that item for you. Boom. So, I crafted this joint for my bro Enoch, right? Now, this is one of my custom items, and it's more expensive than something that you would just find on my website. But my bro Enoch, I wanted to make a jacket. He told me to make him a jacket, cater to him, you know, and he loves the Green Bay Packers. So I said, why not go ahead and get him together? Also, he is a barber, and I put his logo on the side of the jacket. Yeah, I love to get real crazy with these customs and do things for my team, for my STA familia, for my Academy achievers. So yeah, look this up, man. If you guys want something made like this, go ahead and shoot me a DM, you know what I'm saying? Let me know, and I can make sure I can put something together like this for you. You know what I mean? If you trying to be holla at your boy, man. It's Jody Joe. So for this, what you're gonna need is a thread. This thread right here is red. Preferably a color that you can see, just because you want to be able to see the thread when you're trying to put it through the needle, because sometimes that's a hard part. You know? Alright, boom, cool. You're gonna need a sewing machine. Just right here, this is Lucille. You know, me and Lucille, we got a nice little relationship. Don't be a hater, bro. Be a player. You feel me? Yeah. Shout out to my shooter, Doug behind the lens. Shout out to my other shooter, Alfredo Peasy. Follow them on IG and all their social handles. They do crazy, amazing work. Then you're gonna need something to test your straight line on. So I'm gonna test it on this jacket. I was doing some experimenting on it, and it has a hole right here. So I'm gonna show y'all how to just sew a straight line right over the top of there. So we good, we Gucci, we worship. So usually these newer sewing machines, these newer models, they have directions on them, on the top, written on them. So it's like hieroglyphics, you feel me? You can look, just trail 1, 2, 3. But even having those, sometimes it gets kind of confusing, you know, because you can miss a loop and then you'll be sewing, and then boom, your sewing machine, your needle gets stuck in the same spot, and you're wondering like, why is this thread bundling up? And it's because you probably missed a step when you were, threading your machine. So you want to take the thread, and you want to put it right in this loop where the 1 is, if you have a machine like this. Then you want to take it around the back, and it's pretty similar on every machine. Now, this little hook right here, you got to bring this hook up, and then you slide this through that loop right there. Now, you want to give your thread a little tug, because you want it to go through here smoothly. I got some tension right now that's trying not to let me do this. Alright, so then after we get down here, you see we got this thread. You want to take it down through the 5 after we pass the 4 through the 5. And I always bring it behind there in this little area right here. Right? And so we almost got it finished. And then last thing you want to do is put the thread right through there, and let's see if we can get this on the first try. Oh, we got it. Worship. Here we go. All right, cool. So then you want to give it a little bit of space, and boom, just go ahead and snip that right off. Now, another thing, when you thread a machine, you're gonna have to look for the bobbin. Yeah, it's a little bit dusty in there. It's cool. Now, the bobbin is right here. Right? Now, if this bobbin isn't threaded properly, you will not sew anything. There will be nothing sewn. You will just be reaping. No sewing, just reaping. Alright? So if you want to sew, you're going to have to go ahead and, this one usually has directions on it too, but it's a little bit more difficult. Depending on what kind of bobbin you need, you may need a different one. You may need a metal bobbin, or you may need a class, I think it's class J or class, yeah, whatever. Another kind, there are three different kind of bobbins for the most part. Almost 4. And you can put this through here, boom. And that's how you thread this bobbin. You put it right back in the spot and you click it. Now for different machines, there are different bobbins, right? After we do that, we're gonna take this wheel, this right here on the side, this wheel, and we're gonna go up and down and see if that thread catches. Now, look right here. You'll know if the thread catches on the bottom of this if you're pulling this thread and you see it with the loop right there. So ours caught onto it. It caught onto the bobbin, so we're good. So now you just pull that through. Voila, we're ready to sew our straight line. Now when it comes to sewing a straight line, there's a couple different ways you could do it. You can try to eyeball it, which after a while you'll be able to do that easy. You know, if you keep doing this for a long time, you'll be able to eyeball a straight line. You won't even be tripping, right? But for the people that don't just start off being great, there's a couple things you can do. There's like a small line right here where if you just kind of like this line in the middle, if you kind of just try to line up an edge right here, if you line up an edge and you just make sure that that thread, you just make sure the end of this footer right here stays on the edge of the fabric. That is one way, as long as your fabric, you know, as long as this is cut straight, that's one way you can sew a straight line, right? Oh, sorry about the interjection. I'm gonna need y'all to go ahead and click that like, subscribe, and share button for me if you like what you're seeing so far, if this is informational. Also, I need you to follow me at Joey Makes on Instagram, like my Facebook page, Joey Makes STA, facebook.com/Sweet Tooth Academy, and go to sweettoothacademy.com for some of the dopest classic gear you're gonna get. Alright, back to it. That's one way. That's a DIY hack. That's what I learned. That's a hack right there. It's a sewing machine hack. So that's one thing you can do. There's another tactic that you can use that's even easier. So for this next tactic, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna use a marker, right? And you can take a ruler. For my sake, I'll just use the side of this. You can take a ruler and you can just make a straight line on your fabric. And this is washable. This is a washable pen fabric, you know. So you can just make a straight line just like that. You can make a straight line with the marker just like that, and then you want to put it in between your sewing machine. Where is that hole at? Where is that hole? Where that hole? Where that hole? Oh, so in here somewhere. There go that hole right there. Alright, cool. Since we found the hole, we're gonna go and this time we're not following the outside of the footer, we're just gonna follow this black line. And this line may not even be straight, but I'm just gonna follow it for the sake of the video. All right. Keep our fabric straight. And as far as sewing a straight line, your foot pedal speed, I would not push this pedal very hard. Just kind of have it steady. You know, you don't want to go. You know, at some point you might get that good, but right now we just gonna back stitch, front stitch, and we'll go ahead and do that. So let's see how I did on my straight line. Well, you know, I was just following the marker, right? So if I was just following the marker, I think I did a pretty good job. Yeah, okay, so we fixed the hole. Yeah, so this tutorial is over. It's over. So great, yeah. Now we would definitely cut this off so we would have a good finish, you know, and whatever. Oh.